Breaking news from Oakland, Golden State Warriors forward and guard Tung Sahur, better known to fans as Triple T, has died after a shooting tonight. Police say the 26-year-old was caught in a gang-related attack and was pronounced dead at Highland Hospital. With breaking
is in remembrance of Tung Sahur, otherwise known as Triple T. Tung Sahur was a man of many talents: football, basketball, and waking people up for sahur. But most of all, he was a global phenomenon. His presence won the hearts of countless Americans, Indonesians, and everyone else around the world. He truly was something special. Of course, due to injuries, his life began to spiral down, turning to drugs and being arrested multiple times. But how did all of this happen? This is Tung Sahur, the complete saga. Triple T was born in Indonesia in 1998 at 3 years old. He was born without a mother or father, yet the townspeople of Rawalpindi, Jakarta metaphorically adopted him. As a child, he was given the job of the Meseharati. This was a special job during the sacred month of Ramadan, a month where Muslims observe a fast from dawn till sunset. The Meseharati would bang a drum, making a tongue sound to wake the people up for a pre-dawn meal, sahur. Life was good for Lil ol Sahur, but as we all know, Sahur's story is that of tragedy, and tragedy is what followed. On November 3rd, 2001, an unexpected meteorite was on course to obliterate Rawalpindi. As a last desperate attempt, the townsmen put baby Tung Sahur in an escape pod and pushed it into the vast unknown of the Pacific Ocean. That day, there were no survivors except one baby Sahur, rocking his way into the west coast of the United States, blissfully unaware of the situation. On November 5th, 2001, Tung would reach Davenport in California. Not knowing a slither of English, Tung would stay in the shadows until November 16th, the first day of Ramadan. On this day, Tung marched the streets with his drum and called the people for sahur. Yet, due to a majority non-Muslim population, the Americans were terrified of Triple T, not understanding why he would bang a drum in the middle of the night. He was often referred to as a scary anomaly. Eventually, Triple T would leave the shadows and would semi-integrate into society. During his teenage years, he would fall in love with basketball, trying to join an academy at 13 years old. However, constant racism and pushback made this impossible. At 16 years old, Tung would officially be accepted into the Golden State Academy for his immense talent before being transferred to the Philadelphia 76ers due to passport issues, making his debut as number 67. Despite being their best forward, Tung would constantly suffer from racism and death threats from crowds and even teammates. This caused him to transfer back to the Golden State Warriors. At Golden State, Tung would have back-to-back phenomenal seasons, being the top scorer 4 years in a row from 2016 to 2020. During this time, Triple T was unstoppable. As soon as he got the ball, you knew it was going to end up in the hoop one way or another. On June 1st, 2021, in a match in Denver, Triple T would tear his right ACL and be out for the rest of the season. He was constantly mocked, and the hashtag Tung Say Stupid went viral. In early October 2022, Tung would return to the court, joining the Oklahoma City Thunder. There, he would have a second coming out party, being the lead scorer for the team. He would continue to play at the top level for 3 years, reaching the final in 2025, losing to the Indiana Rangers. Before the next season, Tung's transfer was a huge talking point. A massive social media movement called "Come Back Sahur, We Really Need You" went viral, and Triple T made his decision to return to Golden State. His return would be heavily hyped, with over 670,000 people in attendance to watch the match. Upon Tung's first touch of the ball, he would slip and refracture his ACL, this time so badly that his career would come to an end. Golden State would end up last in the league, and Tung would remain out of the public eye for a few months. He would then be arrested multiple times due to illegal drug possession, lose all his sponsors, and file for bankruptcy. On the 15th of December 2020,
with breaking news from Oakland, Golden State Warriors forward and guard Tung Sahur, better known to fans as Triple T, has died after a shooting tonight. Police say the 26-year-old was caught in a gang-related attack and was pronounced dead at Highland Hospital.